Welcome back to Roland Tutoring. If this is your first time joining us, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you would like to inquire about one-on-one tutoring, contact us via one of the methods listed in the video description. If you would like to have your problem solved on our channel, be sure to submit that again via one of the methods listed in the contact information. Today we are looking at algebra and solving systems of equations. So we'll start here with 5x plus 3y equals 15. And our second equation is negative 5x plus y equals negative 15. So if you're more familiar with algebra, this might seem simple, but if this is your first time, we'll go through and walk you through the steps so you have a better understanding of how to approach this. So we can start by writing our 5x plus 3y equals 15. And our second one of negative 5x plus 3y equals negative 15. So our first step here is we need to kind of add these together so that we can solve for one of the variables. So if I just go ahead and subtract this one, we can go through and say 5x minus a negative 5x will give us 10x. 3y minus 3y goes to 0. And 15 minus negative 15 gives us 30. So if we write that out longhand, we'd have 5x minus a negative 5x plus 3y minus 3y equals 15 minus a negative 15. And that is how I came up with this down here. So then if we keep going with that, we get 10x equals to 30. And if we simplify to solve for x, we get x equals 30 over 10, or x equals to 3. And that will be our final answer. All right, so once we have our x equals 3, we still have to figure out what our y is up here. So we can plug that into either this first equation or the second equation. I'm going to pick the first just because I don't have a negative x to start with. So I will have 5x plus 3y equals 15. I now have x equals 3, so I have 5 times 3 plus 3y equals 15, which then gives me 15 plus 3y equals 15. We keep going with that, we get 3y equals 15 minus 15, which goes to 0. So I get 3y equals 0, which goes to y equals 0. Well, my answer will be 3, 0. We can double check that in the second equation here of negative 5x. So we can put a 3 in there. Plus 3 times 0 equals negative 15. We get negative 15 plus 0 equals negative 15. So that checks out. So our solution would be x equals 3, y equals 0. Or if you write that in point form, you'd have 3, 0. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you would like to have your problem solved on the channel, please contact us via one of the methods listed in the video description. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe.